And welcome back. So, Ronaldinho, the one and only, isn't trying to be a hard hitting documentary. It's something much simpler and, in many ways, much more effective. It's a nostalgic tribute to a player who didn't just play football but changed how people felt about it. This three-part Netflix docu-series, directed by Luis Ara, dives into the life and career of Ronaldinho, a name that still carries magic for anyone who has ever watched the sport. And honestly, you don't even need to be a football fan to get pulled into this. The way the story is told feels less like a documentary and more like watching a beautifully paced film about someone who lived the game differently. At the heart of it all is the idea of Joga Bonito, the philosophy of playing beautiful football. And that's exactly what Ronaldinho represented. Whether it was his no-look passes, impossible dribbles, or that ever-present smile, he made football feel joyful. The series captures his spirit really well through a mix of archival footage and interview, bringing back some of his most iconic moments in a way that feels both exciting and emotional. There's a warmth to the storytelling that's hard to ignore. Watching Ronaldinho play again, even through old clips, reminds you why he stood out. It wasn't just about being the best, it was about making the game look effortless and fun. That's something very few players have managed to do at that level. The documentary also spends time exploring his personal life, especially his relationship with his brother and manager Roberto, sorry. That dynamic adds an interesting layer to the story because it shows how much of Ronaldinho's journey was shaped behind the scene. It's not just about the goals and trophies, but also about the decision and support system that helped him reach that level. Another strong aspect is the inclusion of voices from across the football world. Teammates, opponents, and even younger players all speak about Ronaldo with a kind of admiration that feels genuine. There's a clear sense that he wasn't just respected, he was loved, and that says a lot about the kind of impact he had on the sport. That said, the documentary does hold back in certain areas. It briefly touches on some of the controversies in Ronaldinho's life, like his lifestyle choices and legal troubles, but it never really digs deep into them. If you're expecting a delayed, unfiltered look at the highs and lows, this might also feel a bit too safe. But at the same time, that choice feels intentional. This isn't an expose, it's a celebration. The series chooses to focus on what made Ronaldinho special rather than dissecting every flaw, and whether that works or not really depends on what you're looking for. For some, that approach might feel limiting. A more balanced, less restrained version of the story could have added even more depth. But for others, this simpler, more emotional perspective might be exactly what makes it work. By the end, what stays with you isn't just Ronaldinho's achievement, but his attitude towards the game. He didn't play football like it was job. He played it like it was pure joy, something meant to be shared with everyone watching. And that's really what Ronaldinho, the one and only, captures but best. It may not be the most detailed or hard-hitting sports documentary out there, but it doesn't need to be. It is a reminder of time when football felt a little more magical and of a player who made sure the world never forget how beautiful the game could be. Thank you for watching. Bye.